Well, I do have some great news for you guys, because once again, Tycoon developers have decided to make a secret change to once again another vehicle, and I am quite confused why they are actually not putting this in devlogs or putting it in any info out there, because we are unable to pretty much find it out. And recently I have been having a little bit of comments about one vehicle that has received a secret change. So in this video, guys, I'll be covering this change and how drastic it is. So first up, the vehicle that's obviously going to be the main topic of today's video is actually once again going to be the Boxer CRV. Recently, the Boxer CRV has actually been getting a buff, which has been increased from 1000 health to 1200 health. The second gun was always its best, and the explosive gun was always pretty mediocre on it. And guess what? It has actually been buffed. So let me go through some changes that were made to it. Alrighty guys, so the first set of changes that was actually made was the fact that the explosive gun on the Boxer has actually very happily gotten buffed. So before, one shot from the explosive gun used to do around 3% to the tank, and now it is going to be doing exactly 6%, as you guys will be able to see it right here. My friend is going to be shooting at me, and let me go ahead and actually show you guys how good the DPS of this thing is going to be. As you guys can see, the average per hit is going to be roughly around 5 to 6%, which is actually an incredibly high number, and I'm really happy with this buff. As you guys can see, the explosive rounds will actually be useful in the Boxer, and it's the main cannon idea of it will actually start making a lot more sense, which is really good. By the way, this change was only made to tanks, and this is actually not going to be a thing for any other vehicles in the game. It's just going to be for the tanks, and let me show you guys another change. Alrighty guys, so now we're going to be testing its second gun, which is just going to be a machine gun, and let me go ahead and show you guys how good this thing is also going to be. So before, it used to be able to get the person down to around 50 to 60%-ish after being able to unload every thing from its gun, but now after this buff that has actually been made to it, it's going to be able to do a lot better. So let me go ahead and also show you guys the clip. Let me go ahead and actually shoot. So one shot is going to be doing around 2% per shot, and as you guys can see, this is some fire and an absolutely insane DPS. But again, this is only going to be a thing that's going to be happening against tanks. And I'm actually not for this just as much, to be totally honest. Because let's all be honest, guys. The tanks have been so useless recently because of the modern plane meta, to the point just adding even more counters to them is even worse. Yes, people have wanted the Boxer to be buffed, but at the same time, this buff is actually not going to be making as much difference because ground vehicles are actually not as useful anymore. However, I still do appreciate the effort that Kiswell has put into this, and it is very great. By the way, for the people wondering why I haven't actually posted yesterday, well, the reason why is because I just didn't really feel like it. I just wanted to take one day off. I've been feeling a little bit bad recently, and I've been a little sleep deprived. Anyway, I'll see you guys next video. Have a great rest of the day, and thank you so much to my channel members. And by the way, this is a new skin, so people don't know this being game.